that you're safe, that you're here in my arms. I think that you should know that together we belong. No, 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 no. You are not worth all the time. I can't quite get erased. Go, 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 go. Boy, I was born on the feelings. I'm trying to miss you, man.
I would never wait for something to let it go to waste. With everything at stake, I thought I would take it all back. I just wanna make this thing last, but we're running out of time. We were doing alright, holding on, but I'm losing the fight. Could we run away? I know if we just hit ground, running, closing off all the world with no light coming in. Bend it before we break. Don't you know you and me, we can run away. You and me, we can run away. Run away, run away.
guys, welcome back to the Litter Box. How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are having a great Sunday. Come on in, have a drink, have a seat, shoot the shit with me. What do we got here in the chat? Maltus, we've got Maltus here in the house. We've got Paranoia DJ here in the house. Maltus says that he unfortunately broke his glasses at a party last night. Maltus, tell you what, send me $1,000 and I'll fish a pair of glasses out of the trash and mail them to you, and you'll be all set. But other than that, I hope you can get them fixed relatively cheaply. And if not, I hope you're able to get yourself a new pair, because I don't need you stumbling around, bumping into random shit. You can't rage against the system if you can't even see the system that you're raging against. So, hope you can get those glasses fixed. Paranoia DJ, I have come to watch a cat play video games. You have come to the right place, DJ. Welcome back to the Litter Box. Guys, we're going to pick up where we left off with the corruption within. So let's get that sparked up. Alright, we're going to continue. Okay, so, let me check my inventory here. Oh yeah, we have the sheet music now, that's right. So let's go to the piano room, and, let's see what we can do with this sheet music. I mean, you can't play a tune on that. I found the sheet music you were looking for. I can play the piano a little. Would you like to accompany me on the harp? Thank you, I will let you know when I feel ready to play it again, Sam. Ha! Play it again, Sam. Get it? I have evidence that something in the lake is contaminated. Nothing would surprise me. This place is cursed. You really think this place is cursed? Since I moved here, both my children died. That is enough for me to view it as cursed. Yet there is something here of value. What do you mean there's something here of value? Sir, I feel you have earned my trust. You both recovered my poetry book and trusted me with the information in these documents. I would like to enlist your help in finding the Book of Secrets. Book of Secrets? What the hell is that? My ancestor kept a diary of his experiences in the New World, where he had what he described as a spiritual awakening. He called it the Book of Secrets. So, what's the problem? I have never been able to open it. I do not trust anyone except maybe Franny, but she is always so busy. Please, sir, I beg you, I feel Lady Edith may know something about it, but she talks in riddles, and frankly, she scares me. What? Why do you not just chop the chest open with an axe? Just bust the damn thing open, lady. I fear that by doing so, I may damage the precious book inside. Alright, but what makes you think Lady Dennison knows how to open the chest containing your ancestor's book? She says strange things sometimes. Well, all the time, really, but sometimes she talks of a French pirate, and I wonder if she is talking about my ancestor. It could be just nonsense. Well, how do I get to this secret room? There are 2 small buttons inside the drawer in the dresser to the right of the mirror. Press both buttons 3 times in quick succession, and a trapdoor will open next to the left side of the bed. Okay. So, now I have to find out which bedroom is, let's see. This one? No, that's the teacher's room. It appears Charles has locked the door to his bedroom. I hear him pacing about. I better not disturb him any further. chapel. Ah, here we go. So this is the bedroom I couldn't get into before because I didn't have the key. A painting of an apple. Reminds me of the style of Sarah Miriam Peele. Sarah Miriam Peele, an American artist I saw at a gallery once. She's an inspiration to my Stephanie. A simple vase with a long dead plant still resident. A simple oak bedside cabinet with a layer of dust on top of it. It's locked. This doesn't look particularly comfortable. It hasn't been slept in for a very long time. A painting of a campfire in the wilderness shining dully called the Final Blaze. The chair looks very austere. This room doesn't seem to have been furnished for comfort. A small box for jewels or makeup. The box contains small trinkets and makeup, nothing useful to me. Ah! I open the drawer to the right of the mirror and find the two small buttons inside. After I press them both 3 times as Isabel described, a section of the floor slides back at the corner to reveal a trapdoor leading down to another room. Oh! As I enter the room, I look around in amazement. It is full of all sorts of treasures and curios from the New World. These artifacts would not look out of place in an exhibition in the South Kensington Museum. A painting of a boy in vibrant hues of scarlet. What a monstrous visage, of some horrible significance in black magic, I imagine. These bones are too big to be human. Authentic Caribbean grog, produce of Scuffle Island. It's tempting as I'm rather partial to rum, but it isn't mine to take. This must be the chest which contains the Book of Secrets. It has a strange locking mechanism I've never seen before. A peculiar locking mechanism with letters must be rearranged into a word. Unfortunately, I have absolutely no idea what that word might be. Whatever the word is, it's 17 characters long, including guesswork. Okay. A skull that appears to be made from some sort of crystal. What purpose does it serve for the natives who made it, I wonder? Decision time. I remember reading the Mexican government had issued a plea for any artifacts taken from its territory to be returned. Should I do something about this when I get out of here? Do nothing. It's Isabel's legal inheritance. Inform the Mexican embassy in London about the crystal skull. Inform the French embassy in London about the crystal skull. Inform both the Mexican and French embassies in London about the crystal skull. I'll notify both of them. An opened oyster complete with its pearl, an amazing product of nature. I pick up the oyster to admire it and the pearl more closely, then put it back carefully. It is, after all, Isabel's heirloom centuries ago. A sealed box. It has a small label detailing the contents as tobacco from Hispaniola and Trinidad. Boxes that are sealed tight. Okay, so let's go talk to... Oh, that's not her. But we can talk to her anyway. She kind of looks like Lady Gaga with black hair. I have proof that something poisons the lake and the fish in it. Oh, good heavens, my dear fellow, you have such fanciful ideas. You did not even look at the documents properly. When you get to my age, young man, you will find that you can quickly discern between fact and fiction, which that document clearly is. Alright, she's useless. I have learned your verse, Lady Edith. Although I have come to you as a stranger, I wish to confirm that I pose no danger. I trust you since you know this verse, so please go ahead if you wish to converse. Fireplace right in the bedroom, very cozy. A thunderstorm above a barren landscape, a somewhat interesting choice for a bedroom painting. think this is Lady Dennison when she was a young woman. She was very beautiful, and this is a realistic likeness. We slept in a 4-poster bed in a posh hotel on our honeymoon. Our bed at home is rather more modest than this. A serene lakeside scene. A small cabinet but made of the finest mahogany, very expensive and very beautiful. I have no intention of rummaging through their private belongings. Who do I have the pleasure of making the acquaintance of? Hi, my name's Dracula. How you doing? I'm Alfred Dennison, lord of this mansion. The Dennisons have a proud heritage going back centuries. Have you lived here all your life? Indeed I have. Born and raised here, trained to handle the estate and all financial matters, it has been a good life. I'm very sorry I upset your wife. Is she okay? Thank you, my good man. She is fine now. She gets the jitters very easily, I'm afraid, especially when the moon is full in the sky. Her mother was the same. Would you say your staff are reliable? The few we have left are a decent enough lot for servants. One can't expect them to understand the subtleties of life. They rarely let me down in a way that causes tangible loss. Have you noticed any strange behavior by anyone in the house? My good fellow, there's nothing but strange behavior here. My dear wife is the only one officially labeled with a mental disease, but she's far from the only one with adult senses. Can you elaborate on the strange behavior you've witnessed? I simply don't have the time. Have you seen any strangers around here tonight? A woman, a boy, and a girl? Apart from yourself, I've seen no strangers this night. There's reason to believe the fish in the lake contain a dangerous substance that is affecting the minds of those who eat them. What poppycock? I've never heard such an outrageous accusation. I'm not making things up. I'm trying to help you. There's nothing wrong with the lake, Waterfellow. It's been perfectly fine for centuries. I have proof of what I'm saying. Look at these documents. Bah, these are merely the ramblings of a malcontent, nothing to take seriously. I will take my leave of you now, good sir. Ah, she looks so evil. I'm so sorry that I startled you earlier, Lady Dennison. Don't worry, my dear, that is really okay. Far too easily startled I am today. Is there anything you can tell me about your female servants? 2 young maids we have, just like sisters they are. A nurse we have too, but her mind wanders far. Is there anything you can tell me about your male servants? The butler will probably drink till he's dead. Our footman has nothing but air in his head. How are you enjoying the music box? The tune makes me think of a land far away, a melody sweet to my soul it doesn't play. What can you tell me about your husband? Lord Alfred is indeed the love of my life. Truly blessed I am that I became his wife. Ah, well that was nice of her. Do you get on okay with Charles and Isabel? Charles showed poor judgment when he fell for a French, but he did far worse when he married the wench. Ooh. You don't approve of Charles marrying a Frenchwoman? She's not of pure blood, and so cannot be trusted. If only my son had not for her lusted. What do you mean about Isabel not being of pure blood? Though her appearance and charms are not shoddy, the blood of a pirate runs through her body. Really? She has an ancestor who is a pirate? Under a rock by the shimmering lagoon, the French pirate's code can be seen at full moon. Ah, okay, so that's what they're talking about with that rock next to the lake. French pirate's code. When the full moon is high in the midnight sky, a rock by our lakeside will tell you no lie. Sounds like I should remember that. Have you seen a woman and 2 children lost in the woods or in the mansion tonight? A wife and 2 children? Seen them I have not. Here in the wilds we don't see strangers a lot. Do you remember an accident that led to a fire in the stables? Angry shouting, lamp knocked over, oil went splash. The horses and stables went up in a flash. Do you dislike the ostler for some reason? Jason held many views above his station. He thought not too highly of our great nation. Was there a police investigation? Ah, that rhymed. Away from most civilization we are, detectives seldom want to venture so far. The lake contains some type of substance that is affecting people's behavior. The waters of our lake are beautifully pure. If you'd lived here for years, you too would be sure. Look, I have evidence here of what I'm saying about the lake water. Though impressive words this document contains, I believe not your claims of addling our brains. We shall speak again another time, madam. You crazy wench. This must be the rock Edith referred to in her riddle. A rock by the lake when the moon is high will tell no lie. I should inspect. Pushing the rock slightly, a plate with a jumble of letters is revealed. The moonlight highlights specific letters. I can make out two names written as one. Marguerite Cristal. I shall commit them to memory. Marguerite Cristal is 17 letters long. Could it be his daughter's names or a reference to the pearl and crystal skull? Or possibly even both. I arrange the letters accordingly and the chest opens. I find a diary or book of secrets inside the chest. I should take it to Isabel. I've managed to open the chest and get the diary you wanted. Oh, thank you so much! I don't know how I can ever repay you. I wish I could help you find your family. Samuel, wait a minute, I've made up my mind. I'm so grateful for all you've done for me, I'm ready to play the duet again, but this time not to soothe my fragile nerves, but to rejoice. Will you accompany me? I hope it is not too difficult. I have to admit that I've not played the piano for some time. Fear not, it is a simple ditty. My skills as a harpist are not immaculate. Here's the music for the piano section. Thank you. Oh! What was that? What was what? I heard a noise from the east, I think. It sounded like a heavy stone object moving. I heard nothing, I'm afraid. The music has an extraordinarily calming effect on me. I'll investigate. Stay here in case there's any danger. Danger? Why on earth would there be any danger? Holy shit! Just stay here, please. Ha! This is quite remarkable. The secret door is open in the back of one of the pillars. Whether or not the music has activated the door's mechanism, I cannot tell. There's a ladder leading down. I should explore. In the dim light, I just about make out a ladder leading down. Even in my haste, I make sure to descend the ladder slowly. While my eyes are still adjusting to the low light level, I notice a thick smell of bleach. Oh, what's this? Tower, whoa, is this Twitch appropriate? No, this is very inappropriate. My Twitch show is always inappropriate, Tower. Tower of Power, welcome back to the litter box. Come on in. Have a seat, have a drink. Shoot the shit with us. Cheese Man, welcome back to the litter box, Cheese. How you doing? Come on in. I gotta fix my head. What's this? While my eyes are still adjusting to the low light level, damn it! Oh shit, now I'm leaning too far. Alright, there we go. I notice a thick smell of bleach amid the odor of mold. I wonder what they're having to clean to use so much of a cleaning chemical. A torch flickers, but my eyes are still adjusting. I can see bars and chains. Oh, sounds kinky. In one corner of the room, I can see what appears to be an Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden? Excellent! And then I see... Holy shit, my family! My darling wife and children are caged like zoo animals. After an emotional reunion, despite the bars that separate us, the children's faces begin to transition from terror to hope, and Steph, despite being in obvious pain, puts on a brave face. Oh, Samuel, you have found us. I knew you wouldn't give up. I will only be happy when I get you out of here. What happened? We got lost and a woman told us she would help us. She gave us something to eat and drink, which must have been drugged because the next thing I know, we're trapped here. Maybe Francesca did that? Or that must have been Charlotte. Whatever her name was, she had us duped. Then more people came. More people? Yes, there were... Oh no. What is it? They're up there. Ah, shit. It's Charlotte. Ah, I see you managed to find your family. You should never have come here. Now that you have, we can't allow you to leave. I don't know what you mean, but I can assure you we'll never mention you to anyone. We have seen the visions. I know in the world outside people are jealous of the Dennison heritage. Seek to take our home from us. Make it their own. Only Isabel is innocent. She lives in limbo in this mansion. I had just been swimming in the lake when I saw your wife and children, and straight away I knew they were agents of our enemies, spies. There is something in the water affecting your minds. You must believe me. I didn't want to believe you were a spy, but the more you protest, the more I'm certain of it. We mean you no harm. We did not even know you live here. Speak no more, for you have been judged, and upon this matter we will not be budged. Oh shit, the secret door is slammed. Sophie, Daddy, you're gonna get us out of this horrible place, aren't you? Yes, Sophie, I will get you out of here. William, if anyone can do it, our father can. I appreciate the vote of confidence, son. Now let me take a look around and see what I can do here. Alright, let's... Oh, I can't save? I've heard all sorts of hideous stories about these devices, but there seems to be a lack of evidence as to them really being used as torture devices. However, there is blood in this one. The whip is covered in blood and skin fragments, some of them fresh. Oh, Lord. Maybe I can make use of this. I know, let's whip the wife. I can wrap the whip around the bars, it gives me a lot of leverage, but even with me pulling with all my might and step pushing, the door stays in place. Helpless victims could be manacled to the walls with these. The torchlight may be there mainly to terrify those trapped here even more, or just for the benefit of one or more sadists who come down here. Decision time! Assuming we manage to get out of here, I find myself wondering just how much to tell my children. Tell the whole truth straight away. Having bashed the door in earlier, I wrapped the whip around the bar and pulled the rusty hinges just enough for my children to squeeze through. We do the same with the other door, pull together and release step. Now how can we get out of here? Some of the spikes are shorter than the others. Their tips are chipped off. I tried pushing some of the flat spikes and I think there is some movement, but I don't have the strength to move them with just my hands. Using the adjustable spanner to tightly grip each flat spike, I managed to force back each one. When the last one is pushed in, the Iron Maiden slowly slides to the side, revealing the passageway. I tell my family to follow me closely, with Steph and I holding their hands tightly. I tell them to close their eyes and hold their noses. I have a horrible feeling that I know where this passage leads to. As I suspect the passage hidden by the Iron Maiden leads into the cave, William and Sophie keep their eyes shut tight as I instructed them to. Steph doesn't comment on what she sees. After all she's been through, it isn't that much of a surprise. Finally, we get out of that terrible place in the fresh air and try to decide which direction to head in. The sound of snapping twig. Who's there? Oh, thank goodness you escaped. We didn't know where you'd gone, your lordship, and we decided to get out as far away from here as possible, contact the police, and get them to search for you. Oh, it's you. What a relief. I thought the family had escaped and were going to wreak their revenge on us. Escaped? Yes, I caught sight of them coming out of the pool house. Not sure what they were doing in there, but I followed them. They all went into the dining room and I locked the door on them. I see. Another key they didn't know you had, I presume? Yes, I have quite a collection, in fact. Then I scampered. It was always my intention to leave the mansion at the earliest rational moment once I had found my heirloom. Or as it turned out, once you had found it. I assume you're as eager to get out of here as I am. If you come with me, I can lead you to the nearest town. It's quite a trek, but I have a map and a compass. Stick with me and you'll get there okay. We would be most obliged. Is Francesca not with you? Yes, we wouldn't leave without Franny. I am here, sir. Those of us unaffected by the madness joined forces to escape. I only wish we could have been of more help to you and your family, but you seem to, well, disappear. We couldn't find you anywhere. It's a long story. Let's get away from this place. Avert your eyes, children. Gary, did we really have to come this way? Sorry, I should have mentioned that I intended to give Paul a proper burial. It's the very least he deserves. So, here you all are. Isabel, did you decide to come with us? May I ask what you are doing with Colonel Fitzpatrick's Enfield? The rifle owned by Lady Charlotte's late husband. Good idea. We might need protection. Oh, my dear sweet innocent girl, you are too naive. I shall almost rue sending you back to your maker. My dear woman, I know you are consumed with grief about your children, but... Grief? You think it is grief that I feel most? No, it is anger. Intense anger and hate. Yet more French blood spilled at the hands of the English. Even worse, it was their own father. I should never have married him. I have known for years what the family was doing, but you tended to be so wrapped up in my grief that I had no idea what was going on. My scheme worked too. One after another was killed. I was satisfied that the blood debt was being paid. How could you? You should understand more than anyone. How many French lives have been lost in wars to the English? What is happening here is merely a different kind of war. I view myself more English than French. I was only 5 when my parents moved over here, and after 5 more, they were dead. Ungrateful girl, who was it that saved you from a life on the streets? If you are more English than French, then I mourn not your demise. No, don't shoot her. Sound of a musket shot rings out.
When Isabel fired the shot, Molly pushed Francesca away and took the bullet herself.
Oh no.
Before anyone could react, Penelope appeared, took the spade we'd been about to use to dig Paul's grave, and swung it at Isabel's head.
Ah.
I suspect Penelope had decided that Isabel was to blame for what happened to the children, either directly or indirectly, but we never found out for sure. From that point onwards, Penelope refused to speak. Under the circumstances, she was not sent to prison, but rather to an asylum. I have heard these establishments are starting to become places of healing rather than torment. For Isabel's sake, I hope so. Molly was severely injured, but eventually made a full recovery. Francesca never left her side. They were as inseparable as twin sisters. Gary disappeared almost as soon as we reached civilization. but reappeared shortly afterwards, a considerably wealthy man. To everyone's surprise, Gary and Francesca married shortly after Molly had recovered, with Molly as the maid of honor.
Ah, that was nice.
I was both astonished and honored when Gary wrote to me asking me to be his best man, but he said that finding his heirloom had changed his entire life, so he could think of no better man for the job. When the police turned up at the mansion, Giles answered as if nothing had happened. After the authorities had no more questions for him, he simply vanished and was never heard of again. I suspect he made his way back to Scotland and found a job with a family there, or perhaps as a taster at a whiskey distillery.
Ha!
Despite everything, the Dennison family could still afford the best lawyers in the land, but even they couldn't stop the remainder of the family from being committed to a lunatic asylum.
A lunatic asylum.
Although they had committed such atrocities, I felt some sympathy for them, as the corruption that had entered into them was not of their own making. Isabel, once her head injury from Penelope's attack had healed, joined them. As for the lake, it was said that military and government officials have been swarming around it ever since. I sincerely hope that this is to make the area completely safe, and not to obtain the substance in those barrels for some nefarious purpose. Despite the terror they endured, William and Sophie grew up to be fine young people, and our friends often commented that they were a credit to Steph and myself. All of us sometimes have bad dreams, but at least you can wake up from those.
Based on the decisions I made, my life was affected in different ways. The missing Samuel Pepys diary page becomes an exhibit at the South Kensington Museum, later renamed the Victoria and Albert Museum. Literature professors across the country desperately scramble for the privilege of studying it. I give the letter from Lord Denison's study as evidence, and the family fail to notice that the letter in the study is my copy until it is too late for their defense lawyers to take any action. An investigation is launched which uncovers that the police chief has accepted bribes from multiple sources. The police chief and several accomplices are imprisoned, and I become a national hero. I inform both the Mexican and French embassies about the crystal skull found in a secret room of the mansion. Unfortunately, this sparks an international incident that creates friction between the two nations for many years. Fuck 'em. I decide to tell my children the whole truth about what's happened as soon as I get home. They have frequent nightmares for the next few years, and I wonder if it was really the right thing to do. Oh, great, I just poisoned my fucking kids' minds. That's awesome. Ah, well, I've been poisoning minds for decades, why stop now? There were a total of 5 decision moments throughout the game. Have you come upon them all? The Corruption Within, art and coding by Aviv Salinas. Designed by Dave Seaman, Captain D. Music by Eric Galuzzo. Original music by John Riva. Associate producers by Capsule Illustrations. Games made available by generous support of Kickstarter. Cindy Kaiser, Laclos, Eckert, Lake Hilbert, Trepida, Connor Mountain, Dimitri Haney First, Patrick Reeves, Scum, Villainy, Tom Simpson, Vicky Huzaku, Lena Banana, Sir Evan, Charles B. Jameson, Sean Dolan, Aaron Pearl, Gaming Suey, Adam Kalinsky, Clamorous, Burnett, Floyd, Offen, Tinkle Pit, Barry Moses, Magda, Magnus, Steph, Cup of Coffee, Wyvern, Wireless Eye, Cummingham, Jeanette Ramsey, Craig, Hanley, Good, Robinson, Kate Shaw, Cupcake, Gwendolyn, John Blue, Jill Blue, Blue Blue, Mark Reeves, Matt Taylor, fuck you, fuck him, fuck her, Adelberry, and Gleeman Jimmy. For a complete breakdown of Soundcraft, please review Soundcraft. The game to the end. Thanks for playing. Yay! Alright, now what? Tower, I'm offended they didn't thank you for... You're offended they didn't thank you for watching. Oh. Oh, dear. Tower is offended. Oh, my God. Tower is offended. Oh, man. Alright, let's see what other games I can play here. Oh, maybe I should get that other game I was looking at. Yeah, that was supposed to be a point-click game, too. Alright, tell you what. Guys, I'm gonna be right back. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end this particular show, but I'm going to get another, oh, damn, my fucking headset's jammed. What the fuck? Oh, I ran over it with my chair. There we go. Okay, so, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this particular show, but I am going to be back in a few minutes. I just need to go onto Steam, pick up another game, and I will be back in just a little while. So, I'm not leaving for the day, so I will be back in just a few minutes, and I'll see you guys in a little while.